From the East Brunswick Jewish Center, I'm Rabbi Jeff Paivo. For the next 4 weeks, the Torah will turn its attention to the construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle in which the priests performed their rituals for God during the wilderness years that the Israelites traveled from Egypt to Canaan. Creating space for God is a bit of a conundrum. God does not occupy space, and as a result is not literally present in a place. So what do we mean when we say that we build a house for God? The Torah mandates construction of this Mishkan, the tabernacle. Solomon built the first temple in Jerusalem. Later, those returning to ancient Judea from Babylonian exile built a second temple. These structures were built for the same purpose. Each is a type of sanctuary devoted to God. But because we don't believe that God has a physical body, building a structure in which to meet or communicate with God seems counterintuitive. What did they think, and what do we think goes on in sacred space? We can gain a few insights from the opening words of this week's Parsha. The materials used to build the Mishkan were all donated by the Israelites, and no fixed amount was set for any one donation. Moses is told by God to accept gifts, quote, from every person whose heart so moves them, unquote. Then in describing the function of the Mishkan, God says, let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. Among them, not in it. So if we read those two verses together, we can say that when human beings feel inspired to donate to the construction of a sanctuary, God will dwell among us. That's to say that we feel God's presence through creating space that God cannot, by definition, inhabit. Oddly and movingly, God dwells among us when we make a home for God, which is to say that it is in the making of and the using of that home that confers God's presence. God lives in the relationships created by erecting and maintaining and making use of sacred space. As each of us comes together in synagogues around the world this Shabbat, let's feel those relationships as a way of connecting with God. From all of us at the East Brunswick Jewish Center, a Shabbat Shalom.